Hi everyone, it's Vicky here, and today I'm going to do a Book of Shadows walkthrough. Now this is my new Book of Shadows. A lot of you will see in some of my old videos, my pink ring binder and my travel Book of Shadows. Now my travel Book of Shadows has fell to pieces and it looks a mess, so it's very hard to take it out and use it out and about because the pages are falling out and they're getting mixed up. So I decided to create a new one. I find it difficult writing out things. This is what I found when I originally did my travel Book of Shadows, that you're crossing out things and ripping out pages. Did not like that idea, so most of this is typed up and printed out and stuck in. So this is my Book of Shadows. It's grey leather. As you can see, it's quite full. It's recycled paper. It's got a piece of elastic to hold it on and a ribbon bookmark, which I'm kind of proud of. I love this. It's got I just feel great with it in my hands, and it's easy to hold when I'm doing rituals and stuff, so I'm going to show you. It opens up into my front cover. By the way, all my writing will be backwards in this because of my webcam. And then on this side at the top I've got information about myself, and as you follow it down it goes into what Wicca is. Then we've got my book blessing and the Wiccan read. The charge of the goddess and the charge of the god. Now there are many versions of this, so I've got quite a few in here. Then I've got the charge of the crone. The different types of moons that occur each month. So one for each month. And that goes on for a few pages, that. Because there are 12 months in the year, so there are 12 different moons. Next, it's the witch's alphabet. Now, a lot of you who have studied about the Burning Times will know that a witch's alphabet was a secret code that they used for their books of shadows, that if anyone did find them, they wouldn't be able to inscribe, read them, understand them, and know what was in them. So that's what that is, and that's mine. I haven't used it yet, but I thought it was quite interesting and a bit of history. Then we go into the Witch's Rune and the invocation of the Horn God. I've got the words of the goddess and the charge of the god. Like I said, there are many different charges of the god, so I have two of mine. I've got charge of the dark god. Some of you won't agree with having that in here, but I do. I have all the charges in. Then altar setups, candle colours, the meanings, and that goes on for a few pages. Then we go on to Wiccan God titles. The goddess one I couldn't find, so I just kept my god one. I know most of them off by heart, the goddess title, so it wasn't bother. Then I've got my wheel of the year. And then this goes on to all the sabbats. This goes on to information about them, correspondences for them, rituals for them. In my pink ring binder I have got some recipes. I didn't want to put all the recipes in here because I don't want to use this if I'm cooking, to get it wrecked by getting any cooking stains on it. So that goes on for a while. Then it comes to finding everything. Casting circle. Invocation pentagram. Drawing down the moon. Let's see. Closing the circle. Full moon ritual. Then this section is all about my goddess, Hecate. I haven't got a god yet, so this section is all for Hecate, the dark goddess. Another version of the charge of the crone. The charge of the dark goddess. The tree of Hecate, so it's all information there about it. The lore of Hecate. I've got an invocation to Hecate. I missed putting my prayer in, which was annoying because I really should have put the prayer in. I will add that in after a few pages. I'll put the prayer in. I've got remove a curse. Then I go on to some spells. Then so I've got remove curses and negative energy, which I've used. So only spells I have personally used and have worked for me are actually going into this Book of Shadows. So that is what's happening here. A knot spell and positive candle spell, and then it's blank then for about that many pages, you can see. And then we go on to my next section, because I've divided this Book of Shadows into 2 sections. And the first section is Wicca, Witchcraft and all that. And the back of the book, where I've got my bookmark laid, see, is Fairy Magic. Then I go on to What are Fairies? The Astral Plane. I think that's an important thing to have in here. The lunar cycles when it comes to fairy magic. Days of Power and Magical Colours. I have correspondences for air, correspondences for fire, earth and water. I have information on all the elementals, which are gnomes, sylphs, salamanders and the undines. We then next go on to the 5-point fairy circle casting. Now, you may say, why have I got another circle casting in here? Well, basically what it is when you cast a fairy circle, it is quite different to casting a circle for witchcraft purposes. So that's in there. To create a watcher, which is a good one to have. And my final thing is to open your heart to the fairy realm. Now I haven't added any more spells in this section yet. I'm getting it all together to put in. So it'll all be going in soon. I'm very pleased with how this Book of Shadows is coming out. Hope you've enjoyed this quick walkthrough and update on my Books of Shadows. This one is going to stay with me. I'm very happy with this. What's good about this one is I also have a pocket at the back, which I can put little bits in. It's big enough to carry around in my bag. It's got lots of space still, which I can use to put more stuff in, more spells, more information, and anything else will go into my ring binder. So this is this is a good Book of Shadows in my eyes. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and bless it be everybody.